Before I get into the actual video, I just want to talk about like the YouTube side of things. So I can't play like fun music on these videos because like I want to get monetized, obviously. And I mean, that's just not like I don't own the rights to that music. But if you're watching these videos, I would definitely recommend putting on like the NFL Films music or like the NFL primetime music on in the background. I like, at least that's how I would like to watch these videos. But welcome back to another episode of the Washington Football Team franchise here on YouTube. This is episode 5. I appreciate all you guys for watching these videos, man. The support on them has been very crazy. I mean, crazy. It's been awesome. A lot of constructive comments, had a lot of comments I'm going to go over before we get into the gameplay. And these gameplays are longer than like a normal like MLB upload or a regular upload in general. For me, I don't want them to keep being long just to be long, so I'm going to try to only really cover stuff leading into the game that's like super important for you guys to watch. So leading off with the quarterback one check-in. So this was a big conversation leading into last video. I said, comment below, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to go away from Fitzpatrick? Do you want to go to Taylor Heinicke? Do you want to trade for somebody? And after reading a lot of the comments, and there still might be more. I mean, I'm recording this 6 hours after the other video went live, so there might be a lot more comments that pop up. But I'm going to, for right now, roll with Fitz and see what we have with Heinicke behind him. But let's talk about our quarterback one situation and see what this is looking like for a football team here. We didn't put up as many points on the board as I had hoped this week, but everybody else stepped up and showed why football is a team game. I agree. I would agree that that's kind of how the game ended up going. My high school coach once told me a win will not always be perfect, but you can be perfect if you always win. I like to think that we were perfect this week. Yes, we were. I agree. And cool little XP boost, which is awesome. But this is what I talked about earlier. Like, I don't think the quarterback makes this team. I think we have a very solid roster, so I don't think it's like the end of the world that Fitzpatrick's our quarterback. And looking into some more negotiations we're leaving alone, upgrading players we definitely want to do. I want to see if there's any notable players that I want to talk about with you. And Antonio Gibson, definitely a notable player that we want to upgrade here. So scheme fit is elusive back, and that's I mean, I would love to upgrade the power back ability of Gibson, but I want him to be more elusive. That's something that I'm definitely looking for a lot. Like elusive, like agility is another big one I'm looking for. So that upgrades his overall up to 84, which is awesome for us. Acceleration, break tackle, love to see all those things change the direction. All big upgrades there. And Antonio Gibson having a very good season so far. Anybody else notable that we need to upgrade? Deron Payne, absolutely another awesome D tackle for us. Run stopper, good archetype boost. He went from an 87 to a 9, or wait, he went from an 88 to a 90. I'm super excited about this. We have a message for a breakout player. So if you don't know how these work, depending on who this is, if we meet the goals of like what the goals of the game tells us are, we could turn someone into not being a star player into being a star player. So I wonder who this breakout challenge is. I hope it's on offense, because we could definitely use some love there. Landon Collins. So defensive coordinator talking to us about Landon Collins. He's been making some really big plays for us lately. I mean, I'm a Vikings fan, so I would love to have Landon Collins get a little bit beefier. Hold the Saints to 150 yards less, or get Collins 2 interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. So I'm not really ready to talk about negotiations with anybody right now. Maybe Bob and McCain will talk about at some point. JD McKissick we might talk about, I'm not sure. But basically contracts and scouting, I want to leave alone unless it's a really big player. And if we go to our injury list here, Eric Flowers is back at left guard. Very, very excited about that. I believe Chase Young is out for one more week, correct? If I go to Chase Young here, I'll click on his thing, and or not. So this is also a kind of a cool thing I want to show off on the right hand side here. So if you see on the top performers list, so obviously Fitzpatrick not in the top performers for quarterbacks at all, but Antonio Gibson, a top 3 rusher in the NFL right now, 417 yards rushing. Terry McLaurin is even edging Devontae Adams as the #1 receiving wide receiver in the NFL right now, which is awesome to see. And defensively, I thought I said Landon Collins, but Jamie Collins doing well down there. Eric Wilson, former Viking, but you know, like our defense has been playing really well. If we look at the overall standings, nothing too crazy at this point of the year, but I want to see where that's not where that's at. So standings, if we look at the NFL, I mean, you see that right there, but I'm looking specifically at the NFC East. The Cowboys are 4-0. We're 3-1. The Eagles are 3-1, and the Giants are 2-2. The Cowboys being 4-0 is crazy. Like, that's gonna make, when do we play Dallas? I want to know when those, because those, I mean, those are the biggest games of the year now. Not that they weren't already, but those are definitely the biggest games of our season for sure. So we don't play Dallas until way later in the year, week 14 and week 16. So I believe this is a change in the NFL this year, was at the end of the season's like all division based. I can't remember if that is that the case in general. If I go like the, let me go to a team that I know. Let me go to the Packers here. Vikings, Lions. Okay, so maybe like the last couple weeks are like the confirmation there. Go to, I don't know, I'll go to the Vikings then. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. So interesting. That might be a thing, I'm not really sure, but I don't want to touch my staff points right now. I want to let those kind of stack up a little bit, and I'm gonna talk about the game plan really quickly before I not really go into the actual game plan itself. We're playing New Orleans, we're playing Jameis Winston. This is a big game. Like Alvin Kamara, Jameis Winston, obviously terrifying. Their defense is not horrible, but the Saints are 1-3, and they definitely don't want to go to 1-4. So this is definitely a must-win game for us. We came off of, or a must-win game for them. We came off a must-win game for us, but overall wise, it says the Saints are a better team. I don't think that's the case. I think Washington is a better football team, pun intended, than the Saints are. But I'll go into a couple more points here. We'll jump into the game. Let's see how practice went. Please show me no injuries at all. That'd be fantastic. A lot of upgrades, a lot of +5s, +3s. Love to see that. I'll go to the offensive side now, or this is defensive side. Yeah, defensive side, no injuries in practice. We are looking great. Love to see that. All right, so what's the goals for this game? Let's look at, we're playing New Orleans. I think the goal should be to 4 points the same. I am going to go win the turnover battle. I think we should definitely, I mean, Jameis Winston's going to throw interceptions, dude. Like, we should definitely win that turnover battle there. Game day goal for the offense, I would say a smart one would be to lead by 9 at halftime. I don't know about that. No more than 6 yards per catch. Is that yards per catch or yards per carry? I have no idea. Oh, this is offense. Never mind. I would love to get Fitzpatrick going. How about we throw the ball? How about we get the ball throwing? How about we get the ball throwing? All right, so after the first 2 games of the year, we're at home. We went 2 on the road, and now we head into week 5 back at our home stadium. We're 3-1. So last time we left this place, we're 2-0 at home so far. So trying to keep that undefeated record at home. And I mean, like I mentioned, the Saints are 1-3. They lose this game, they're 1-4, and they're probably not going to be a playoff team this year. And if we win this game, then looking pretty good. And we got to keep up with the Cowboys too. They're 4-0 right now, man. Holy cow. Ooh, choppers today. That's neat. A little bit of a change. And with that, we are underway for week 5 of the NFL season. The Washington football team playing host to the New Orleans Saints, and a decent return, and we're underway. So like I mentioned, I've been loving how our defense has been playing of late. And we have Jameis Winston under helm at the QB position, which is what's going to happen on week 1 as well. The Saints recently named Jameis Winston the quarterback of the team, which makes sense to me. I mean, he's okay. I went for the hit stick and didn't get it. Also, another thing we have to remember before I start getting into commentary mode again, because so many people seem to like it, we definitely need to get Landon Collins those breakout traits this game. So if you guys remember, holding the Saints to less than 150 yards passing, I doubt that happens. So we're going to need to get at least 2. That might be the hit stick. I try to get the hit stick right there. 2 forced or 2 tackles for loss, like a combination of interceptions, tackle for loss, sacks, stuff like that. But I mean, already with how the Saints are playing offensively, I'm a little bit worried about how this is going, but I'll get back into commentator mode here, and I hope you guys enjoy the game. Winston on 2nd and 1. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a play action, and Kamara's wide open, and he'll get the toe drag swag up to the first down. Close circuit Nate Burleson there. I was on that man and fell for the play action instantly. So the Saints, kind of like how the Falcons started, moving right down the field. That's a misdirection handoff to Kamara, and a forced fumble that might have been by Landon Collins. We needed Landon Collins to have a big breakout game, and he might have forced another fumble. I couldn't tell if that was him or not. Game stats. Let me go to player stats, football team. Let's go to defense. Landon Collins with the, let me see. Landon Collins with a forced fumble. So Landon Collins has a chance to be a breakout game for him archetype-wise, which is great for us because the more players on offense that are doing great, then, I mean, the better the team is going to do, right? So good start for us here. Forced a fumble. We have the ball to be basically begin in the first quarter. I'm running for a big play right away. I want to try and get something going. Got Logan Thomas on the run, and he's got a good play. Lowers his shoulder, and we're down. We're down to the 26-yard line. What a weird play that was. And forced fumble, 35-yard pass to our tight end to begin the game. What an awesome start for the Washington football team. Let's go. So Fitzpatrick in the shotgun set trio to his left. Gibson lowers the shoulder, and he'll get down to the 21-yard line, going for 6. Gibson, the number 3 rusher in the NFL right now. And I love running with Gibson. And I mean, obviously you would. Like, Gibson's a phenomenal running back. But this is a longer season. I know it's only by 1 more week, but I want to try to mix in as many other guys as we can because I don't want to just keep running Gibson like crazy because I'm not going to have a running back later on in the year. Fitz looking to throw, hit as he throws, and it'll be 3rd and short. So 3rd and 4, just outside the red zone. We got a forced fumble to begin the quarter. Want to try and get points here. McLaurin, it's going to be a fumble. I thought I was throwing. No way. Fitz on the run. I don't know if we're going to catch him. On the run is Gibson. We're all kind of jumbling up at the 10, 15-yard line. I thought for sure that's a forward pass. The offense, thankfully, behind Gibson and some others caught up with him on, I don't know, that whole run was kind of weird, but down to the, I thought for sure that was a forward pass. I'm going to try to challenge that here. So I went back and looked, and I can't challenge that play at all. Man, that was a forward pass. I have to believe that was a forward pass, but regardless, New Orleans gets the ball inside the red zone now. Looking to throw is Jameis Winston. Going to try and get a hit stick, but he's inside the 10 now, and a huge turnover that we've gotten so many times, and it's just the offense continually making errors to completely take it away. And before this game started, I looked at Fitzpatrick. He had 4 touchdowns and 7 interceptions on the year, or 6 interceptions on the year. And now you add a forced fumble in there too. And one of the points that was made in the video was, what if like we just went to Taylor Heinicke instead? I mean, Fitzpatrick is clearly having a tough time, and Kamara shaking off nearly 2 tackles down to the 3 for 2nd and goal. I'm just not really swayed by what I'm seeing out of Fitzpatrick right now. Winston out of the shotgun looking to throw, and there's nobody over there, and he's going to be sacked. Another great play by the defense is Jonathan Allen. We're 1 week away from getting Chase Young back on defense, and so many guys on defense have stepped up the whole year. I just want this to happen for the offense. That's what I'm waiting for. And a 3rd and goal, another empty set for New Orleans. 3 wide receivers left and 2 to the right. Looking to throw is Winston. He's scrambling, and he will throw it away, and we will head to 4th down. And I also realized I got my left and right screwed up there. So regardless, New Orleans on 4th and goal will be kicking a field goal here to put themselves up by 3 here in Washington. And a very interesting start. We had a forced fumble by Landon Collins, a phenomenal first play action play of the game to Logan Thomas for 35. And since then, it's been all downhill for the Washington football team, but We do get the ball here. Stroman looking to return with some blocking in front of him. No, there's not. I haven't had a lot of time to throw the ball here, but I think that's because New Orleans just been blitzing like crazy. And I have the flats. I accidentally clicked X instead of square, and we'll get 3 yards instead of a lot more. Shoot. So 2nd and 7. It looks like New Orleans so far has not really stopped the run. And, you know, this is just what you got to recognize what the defense is giving you. Like, we recognize as Gibson lowers his shoulder and we'll get a little bit more to the 35, that they're not lining up in sets that are very good to stop the run. And, I mean, we're running the ball well. Like, everything's kind of going for the run game right now, so I'm going to keep feeding it. On 3rd and 1, we only need a yard in a heavy offensive set here. Up the middle, Gibson finds a hole and another like 7-8 yard chunk. So Gibson having a lot of success versus the New Orleans Saints here. And now I think we go to play action, although I do have McKissick in, so they might not fall for it. But I'm going to see if I can get Thomas underneath on the play action. They're blitzing a little bit. I have McLaurin. Oh, that's a really bad ball. That is a really bad ball by Fitz. That had no flavor behind it. So it looks like they're giving me the sideline here. I mean, we got to start getting McLaurin heated up, right? McLaurin looking to throw, and it might have been a bad ball by Fitz. Do I get forward progress? It's going to be a 1st down. Barely getting the marker. A great play by McLaurin. Yet again, another great route, but that ball did not have what we needed on that play. I mean, it barely had enough, but Fitz under center here, nearing the end of the 1st quarter. We're doing well on offense. Like, the ball's moving like it was before. Up the middle is Gibson. He will be stopped by, looked like Demario Davis, and I'm not sure. Oh, that was not Demario Davis because Williams. Oh, no, it was. So another injury. Nothing like we saw against Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta literally had their whole team get injured versus us last week. But 2nd and 8, looking to throw. I might have McLaurin deep down the field, looking for a play in double coverage. It is knocked down, and it'll be 3rd and 8. So 3rd down. The Saints have been blitzing a lot. I wonder who's on Gibson here. I might have him. I might have Gibson. He's wide open in the end zone. Gibson on the wheel route. A huge mismatch. Linebacker lined up on Gibson on a wheel route there. What an interesting celebration, and what a great ball by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Recognized the mismatch instantly. Look at the separation on the route. I mean, the defender was like 10 yards away from Gibson on that play. And this is what we talk about with coaching. Like, I've been recognizing the Saints have been blitzing a lot. So they've been a lot of man blitzes. So we had Gibson on the wheel route there. You might consider McKissick to be a better route runner than Gibson is. But Gibson's showing off his stuff. And in front of our home crowd, we have our first lead of the game nearing the end of the 1st quarter. So, you know, I mentioned that archetype that's a part of the, did I do the wrong formation? I did. I'll be on Collins here. So I mentioned the archetype as this is a run to the left. Kamara with room to run, and he'll just bounce off of everybody. Collins with a big hit, though. His 2nd tackle of the game, and Kamara picks up a big play. And what I was trying to say, as I was really interrupted by that play there. Turn off auto flip. There we go. So we got to get Collins involved because I want to get his archetype challenge in. Like, I want to get that star power archetype for Landon Collins, but we also have to be reasonable and only really blitz him when we like have to. And what is New Orleans doing running the ball here? DeAndre Washington with 11 yards to end the 1st quarter. Man, they're just running all over us right now. 3rd and 8 for New Orleans. Winston in that shotgun empty set again. They've been audibling to that formation a lot. Verticals running over the middle. Nobody's open. Winston might have a play hit. It bounces off of Michael Thomas's hands. So they might be zoning in on Gibson here, so I'm going to try to do a play action and see if we can get some attention on some other guys. Got to play a little, oh shoot, I thought I'd get that in a little bit faster, but try to hit Samuels there underneath and it bounces off his hands. We have 2nd and 10. So 3rd and 10 on the 8-yard line. Want to make sure we don't take a sack here, and they are blitzing again. McLaurin to the sideline, might have a play. What an unbelievable pass by Ryan Fitzpatrick, and what a phenomenal play by McLaurin. I want to go back to the replay here really quick. Awesome separation achieved by McLaurin at the top of this route. And I mean, what a great ball by Fitzpatrick right on the sideline, toe drag by McLaurin. Man, that was a thing of beauty. So Peyton Barber getting a spell here on 2nd and 2, first carry in a while for him, and he will fight for a yard and a half, and it'll be 3rd and 1. I'm gonna try to hit McLaurin underneath here on 3rd and 1. Oh. Man, decisions right here. I think we're going for this. I think we're going for this, man. Like, we've been rolling offensively. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. I'm gonna run ISO up the middle and see what the oh, this defense is a terrifying defense. Do I have a outside play I can run? I'm gonna have to see if I can get him to jump off sides here. I'm gonna call a timeout. I'm gonna go for it. I just didn't like that formation the defense came out in. So I think we go into a shotgun set and see if we can have a running formation there. And if we can't run on the shotgun, then I think that is where we would end up going to a pass play. So I'm gonna come out inside zone. I think we should be able to run on this. And I'm running right at my recently signed to a huge extension right guard. I mean, if Brandon Sheriff can't get me one here, there it is. Great blocking. And that's exactly what I needed. I didn't need anything crazy, but we ran at our best offensive lineman who just got paid a lot of money, and he makes his he paves his way to a first down for Washington, 1st and 10. Play action looking to pass, and we might have somebody downfield. It's gonna be close, and it's gonna be intercepted. I thought I had a little bit more separation. Broken tackle there. 2 broken tackles by Marshawn Lattimore. And after a great job of rolling on offense, I thought we had a little bit more separation than we had. That one's definitely on the guy you're watching and not on Ryan Fitzpatrick. But regardless, the Saints have the ball, and I just have a hard time putting teams away early, I guess. Oh, wow, that was a terrifying play. 3rd and 5, standing, and not a great pass by Winston. I'm not sure if he got his contact lenses in or not, but 3 and out after an interception, I mean, we'll definitely take that. And on 2nd and 9, Fitz looking to throw. He's going to have on the sideline McLaurin, and we just got a special relationship right now, man. McLaurin's been, as you've seen in the pregame, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and he's a phenomenal route runner. I also drafted him in fantasy football because of this series, so I hope he does well in real football, because I drafted him for a pretty hefty penny here. Looking to throw, it's Fitzpatrick. Samuel's down the field, might have a play. Incomplete, 2nd down, and no. Team getting hit by injuries every single week, it feels like, and Brandon Sheriff, who we just signed to a huge extension, goes down in that play. I hope he's all right. It's a blitz by the Saints. We'll get a couple, but I want to see what the fate of our right guard is here. So we'll have to see how we can do on this play without our top right guard. And I mean, the Saints have been dialing blitzes all game, and without our best offensive lineman, this definitely feels like a time to blitz here. And they are sending the house. Samuel on a little flare will not get separation. He'll get 5, and we'll have to punt. And man, the Saints have just been blitzing on 3rd down every single play on every 3rd down. And Sheriff, muscle cramps will return soon. Love to hear that. And I guess good for always thinking of the bright side of life. You know what I mean? You know, we're punting the Saints the ball, so Sheriff will get to rest on the sidelines a little bit, which is good for him. And Tress Way, one of the best punters in the NFL, and I just can't punt. So 1st and 10, Winston's had a very interesting game so far. He's had passes where it looks like, oh no, Kamara almost broke that one there. But, you know, Winston's looked like he's had openings this game, but just he hasn't really set a huge play up downfield. 2nd and 3, single back set for the Saints. Little play or a pump fake there. Hand off Kamara, and Allen will wrap him up, but they will get the 1st down. We do get ball at half, which is exciting, but I mean, you never like to go into the half losing. So whatever we can do to hold this, hopefully hold the Saints at least to a field goal would be nice here. But a shotgun set for Winston, 1st and 10, and a beautiful pass to Kamara, stiff arm as well. Alvin Kamara showing off his abilities here. He's lined up in the backfield here on 1st and 10. Winston looking to pass. He will not have an option. He'll go downfield on a mismatch. Michael Thomas, a linebacker lined up on Michael Thomas down the sideline, and the New Orleans Saints, with a little over 2 minutes left in the half, have taken the lead here at home in Washington. It's a 2-minute warning here in Washington. This is where we got to see some out of Fitz here. Have to. Absolutely have to. 3rd and 5. I haven't targeted Logan Thomas in a while. I hope we have him flying over the middle here. 3rd and 5. The Saints are not blitzing. Gibson wide open, though, and he has some room to run. Will not get to the sideline, but the first down is acquired. Time is running, but we got plenty of it. We have not 2 minutes. We have 1:10, 2 timeouts is what I meant to say. And we might have Sims downfield, man. I want to see what that safety does here. He bites and he gets bumped. Have to throw it away. No shot. Why does it? Oh man, that's so frustrating, dude. Now 2nd and 23 on the 29-yard line. The Saints have to be. Can I run out? I might run out of this, dude. Like, they're not really. We might be able to get like 10 or 11 here if we get the blocking set up. Gibson with room to run, and he will get exactly what we need back to the 43-yard line. So 3rd and 9, still have 2 timeouts left, still plenty of time. I want to use that timeout, but I can't because we have to save them here. And a big 3rd down. Gonna run a couple audibles here. 3rd and 9, looking to pass is Fitzpatrick. In the pocket, intercepted. Forced pass again, breaking away and breaking a tackle, and the Saints are up 17-7 here in Washington, nearing the end of the first half. That was a completely forced pass by Ryan Fitzpatrick in the offense, and man, I just demoralized is how I would describe the feeling here in Washington right now. We're going back to the play that we scored the touchdown with earlier in the game. Gibson on that wheel route, might have McLaurin to the outside. I got my 2 best players on the 2 best routes of the play, looking to throw, and we're gonna have to check to the sideline. Thomas might get enough. He drops the ball. Looking to throw is Fitzpatrick. Sacked. That's about how I would describe the first half there. 1st and 10 for Washington. Blocking kind of sets up there, and we'll get 3. 12 carries for Gibson, 53 yards. This is a game that we have to win. I mean, the Saints are 1-3, and for the Saints, for that matter, as I'm going to audible the play actions, and it looks like they're kind of biting on the run here. I can't really tell where my play is going. Play action pass, and we're going to have a play to the sideline. Samuels gets up to the 31, and it's going to be 3rd and short. We need this game, and we need this drive. 3rd and 2. Under center is Fitzpatrick. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he'll get just enough for the first down, but plenty of time. The quarter just started. I understand all that, but we need that big play. We need something huge here to swing that momentum back in our favor. 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick under center. Play action. Looking to throw to McLaurin. I'll check down to Gibson, and we'll take the sidelines here. Good blocking. Great blocking again. I mean, we're just like, we're getting the blocking set up by the first level. So there's like 3 levels to the defense, and you break through all 3. Obviously, you break home, but a huge play and a touchdown. And we're routinely getting the first 2 levels, or the first level, no problem. It's just, I would love to get that 2nd level and some more plays lined up, and they're backed off of the sideline here. I got to hit Sims. I need Sims to step up for a big play here. Intercepted, pick 6. jump the route and everything. So Washington down 17 at home. The time is one thing, but this is just I'm wondering about benching Fitzpatrick and going to Taylor Heinicke. I have a lot of questions in my mind, but I think even despite the start that we've had offensively, I think that we got to keep rolling with Fitzpatrick, and we got to just hope that we start figuring this out, because we're getting yards. It just hasn't been a lot of very good reads and a lot of good blocking here. Gibson will truck his shoulder for another 8 yards and nearing 70 rushing yards in the game. Have to get this first down. Pitch to the outside. Blocking is not. Oh, man. The hole was there. I thought that block was picked up, and we're gonna have to punt the ball away. It's intended for the New Orleans Saints. Handoff up the middle. Play action. Holcomb going for the pick was 52, and it bounces off his hands. 2nd and 10. Almost an interception. One play back on offense. Winston known to turn over the football a time or two, and that ball will go perfectly to the sideline. 1st and 10. The Saints coming to the 50-yard line. Our time is running out for the Washington football team. Handoff McCaffrey. I was reading the ticker on the bottom there. Handoff. Kamara gets nothing. Need to make this 3rd and long. We need something in our favor defensively. Looking to pass. Kamara flying, almost intercepted, and Michael Thomas will run that to the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. Nearly intercepted, and with 4.5 left in the 3rd quarter, we are getting blown out here at home. And I think this is where we bring in Taylor Heinicke. Down by 24. Just see what we have. I mean, not that Fitzpatrick is not our guy moving forward, but oh, Strowman almost. That's a big play, though. That's the play we needed. That's the play that we needed, and I think that with that, we go to Taylor Heinicke. Fitzpatrick's had a rough game. We got to get something else going here. 1st and 10. Taylor Heinicke is first action for Washington since one of the best playoff performances that I've seen in quite some time. Looking to pass to Thomas, and that went absolutely nowhere. The Saints are recognizing that dialing up the blitz is definitely working, and on 2nd and 10, blitzing again, and Demario Davis wraps up Gibson. We have 3rd and long. Sort of like a relief pitcher coming into a game with bases loaded. This is essentially the situation that Taylor Heinicke has inherited here in Washington. 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. No blitz is coming, though. And there's nobody open. And a covered sack, and Leno Jr. is down. And this is getting to the point where we might just have to get out of Dodge at this point, because this game is falling apart fast. Just need one play to go our way here. Just one. 2nd and 10, Winston in the empty set in the shotgun. They've been loving this formation. Looking to pass. Winston rolling out on the run, sliding for 6. To the line of scrimmage. Need a big play here. Need a really big play here. 3rd and 4. Empty set for New Orleans. Looking to pass. Kamara covered over the middle. Going for the hit stick and missed. And that probably is the dagger. Down to the 39-yard line. Thought we had him there on 3rd down. And now I gotta believe the Saints are going into heavy run here, nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. Up the middle, Kamara, hit stick doesn't work. I mean, he runs right over him. If any wanting desire to come back in this game, this has to be a stop. There's no question this has to be a stop. 3rd and 14. Looking to pass. Kamara will be hit by Michael Thomas on the sideline. It will be 4th down. And I mean, I joked about Jameis Winston being a big interception machine, but we've been the interception machine, and Winston's been very good at staying out of trouble. Might have Sims. Intercepted. Just been a comedy of errors this game. That ball might have been underthrown a little bit, but I mean, this is just... this is turning into a laugher. And with that, we head to the 4th quarter. New Orleans not even dominating the offensive snaps. It's just been a really rough game. Three wide receivers left. Winston under center. Kamara looking to throw. There's nothing there. Winston might just throw this one away, and he does. And with that, New Orleans will be going up 34-7. 7 minutes left. 3 timeouts. There really hasn't been any chance for Taylor Heinicke to even have an idea of getting something going offensively, and hopefully we can do that for him here. Biggest loss of the year on tap for Washington, and the game is at home. I mean, we were 2-0 at home before this game, and this is not what the fans paid for when they showed up here today. So 4th and 12. Saints 1 play away from the dagger. Sideline McLaurin. That ball also had like the longest release ever. And for all the fans that were wondering what the conversation was around the quarterback room, was it Fitzpatrick? Was it Heinicke? Both of them performed awful today. And the reality is a couple things. We have one of the best wide receivers in the NFL in Terry McLaurin. We have a very good running back in Antonio Gibson. We have a pretty solid offensive line. And New Orleans, 1-3 on the year with their backs against the wall, have come into Washington and absolutely blown our brakes off. I mean, this game was close early on. Not a lot of great reads by your quarterback, quote unquote, me here, but I mean, just a really rough game is all I can really describe. Collins forces a fumble. Oh, I thought that might be enough for his thing, though. Remember, he had to have 2 forced fumbles. That might have been enough for his breakout archetype, which Lord knows we could use that for sure. That's blocked, and that's going to be returned by Strowman. I mean, we're not winning this game, but we just blocked a field goal and housed it for 6. Strowman with his first touchdown of the year, and the defense at least helping your fantasy team. If you had the Washington football team on fantasy, you just got 8 points there. Coach adjustments, strip ball, aggressive tackling, aggressive. Yeah, okay. I mean, we want to try to get the ball, obviously. So telling the defense to go for the sweep the leg, as Karate Kid reference would go. 2nd and 7. Winston under center, I-form set once again, letting the play clock go all the way down. Kamara with room to run, and he's got a lot of room to run. And he's got 14 yards. Might as well, like, the other thing too is I want to see if I can give Heinicke a chance to throw the ball, because I haven't thrown with Heinicke where I could even see. And we will stop him, so we'll get the ball back, which is great. And we'll see if we can maybe, all I want to see is if we can have some good passes with Heinicke, you know what I mean? So first actual possession for Heinicke without the big momentum thing, looking to pass. He'll have McLaurin on the sideline, and he took way too long to throw that ball. That's one thing I'm noticing right away. Fitzpatrick gets the ball out there. He's got a quick release, and Heinicke certainly does not. That took about 8 years to throw that football. Where is that going? Oh, this is just, I'd pack this up and go home. Fitzpatrick's a better quarterback than Heinicke is in this game, at least. So after, I would argue, one of our better games of the year versus Atlanta, a laugher here at home. 34-14 is the final. And I mean, next week we play the Chiefs. It doesn't get any easier after that. And Heinicke certainly is not the answer. Fitzpatrick has to be the guy. I mean, that's plain and simple. There's nobody else that we could possibly even consider to play over him. I don't know why it backed me up to this screen here. Viewing message from the breakout player. I knew it. Yeah, so we got the 2 fumbles. Yeah, this guy's big time talent, which is awesome. So Landon Collins gets that defensive archetype upgrade. Landon Collins now has a superstar development trait, progresses faster than before, and can use superstar abilities. I'm super excited about that. That really helps our defense, and a 4,000 XP boost for the defensive back as well. So taking light out of a bad situation. Landon Collins gets a very good game. We fall to 3-2. Still not a bad start to the season through 5 games, but Ryan Fitzpatrick's been awful, and these next couple of games are going to be tough. We play the Chiefs, Green Bay, a phenomenal game or defense in Denver, and then the bye week. That could be some time to learn a new quarterback. I don't even know. Is there free agency on here? I mean, the best free agent quarterback available is Robert Griffin III and Matt Moore and Matt Barkley. That's just not the answer. I think the answer, unfortunately, is that Ryan Fitzpatrick's our quarterback. And like it or not, we're a 3-2 football team, and we should be a pretty solid team, but that's the end of the video. A lot of questions, a lot more questions than we had last video. Got some answers, but got a lot more questions, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.